What's going on, you guys? How we doing today? We are doing a driving tour of the Westside, Los Angeles city of Mar Vista. I'm gonna show you pretty much everything about Mar Vista, and we are starting this tour at the Mar Vista Park, so come along with me. Let's check it out. All right. We have the Mar Vista Park to the right, and we're coming up on McLaughlin. We are currently on one of the bigger streets in Mar Vista. It's called the Palm Street, technically, but we're just gonna show you a few of the neighborhoods and what it is to live in Mar Vista. Mar Vista is a very residential neighborhood. You can tell that a lot of families live here. There's a lot of new construction houses as well. But you can find a nice affordable home too if you're not looking too close to the ocean. We're very close to Santa Monica, Venice. We're right between both of those. See some nice home to the left, probably a 2014 build. And you can see the streets are pretty wide here, even though we're in a residential neighborhood, but we are going to turn right here on Inglewood. Keep going up. It's not super flat in Mar Vista. It is a little bit, there are hills, it's a little hilly. But directly in front of us, I don't know if you can see on the camera, we can take a look at the hills up in Brentwood, a couple buildings over there in Brentwood. A couple nice modern houses on this street as well. Also, the Santa Monica Airport is in Mar Vista. We are at one of the higher elevated points in Mar Vista too. Some of the rooftop decks at a couple of these modern houses that you might see will have views of the Pacific Ocean, which is pretty cool. You get two modern houses on both sides of this street, probably around the $3 to $4 million range is what you would be getting around this area specifically. And we are about to run up onto another park in Mar Vista. There's a couple baseball fields here, a little league. And we're just gonna cover along the coast, along the borders of the baseball fields. You can see all the streets are nicely tree lined. And we are also about to come up in contact with the Santa Monica Airport. Quick look to the right, another modern house. You can tell there's a nice difference in the houses here. You can see the marine layer all the way in the distance. That's Pacific Ocean, all the way in the distance. Santa Monica. We are facing west right now, if you can't tell. But one of the bigger streets in Mar Vista, if not the biggest, we have Bundy, which, if we kept following it, would take us all the way up into the hills of Brentwood. So to the left, we have the Santa Monica Airport and Santa Monica Community College as well. Santa Monica College, part of it, is right here next to the airport. We're going to follow the Santa Monica Airport and make a right. Before we get into West LA and Sawtelle, we're going to turn right on National. No right on red. Got to follow all the traffic laws now that everyone's watching me. All right, here we go. In the distance, you can see Century City. couple of buildings over there on the left side, and we're gonna keep cutting through a couple of these residential neighborhoods in Mar Vista. Then I'm gonna show you guys a couple of the restaurants, a couple of the coffee shops, some of the main areas that Mar Vista has to offer when you live here. But it's also not too far away from Santa Monica to Venice. It is right next to Venice, inland of Venice. So it's pretty easy to ride your bike down to the beach. It's about 2 miles from here. All right, as you look on the left, here's a good part of Mar Vista. We got a Chipotle. Anywhere with a Chipotle is good to me. You got a Chipotle on the left, Starbucks. And I like the look of that building there on the left. You can see it's not just a modern building to it. This is one of the main intersections. You got National and Barrington here in Mar Vista. Whole Foods Market on the right side. Another quiet residential neighborhood of Mar Vista, more tree-lined streets. It's just your typical suburban residential family neighborhood with the occasional new build mixed in with a little bit older styled homes from the 60s, 70s. So you're getting a good mix of pretty much everything around here. We are basically going to drive around a few more of these streets, get to a couple more main specific areas that I want to show you guys in Mar Vista. But there isn't too much to it. You can see how quiet it is. All right, guys, I had to stop. I had to get a breakfast burrito at a place here in Mar Vista called Campos Tacos. I haven't started eating yet, but I will let you know what I rate it when I'm done with it. We are driving down. Now this is the biggest and main street in Mar Vista here. That is Venice Boulevard. And yes, it will take you all the way to Venice. So we are now in a neighborhood that if you look on your map, it's going to say the Mar Vista Houses. And the thing about the Mar Vista Houses, you have a nice elementary school in this area. It's going to come up on the right side. We are about to pass by it here in a second. This is one of the bigger pass-through streets. As you can see, it's not really a pass-through street because there aren't that many cars here on this street anyway. So you're not going to get too much traffic going to the elementary school if you have to drop your kids off. But here it is. We're going to make a quick loop around the school. And you get some nice houses. You see a really big modern duplex on the left side. So it's not a $5 million McMansion, but it's an affordable duplex. Anyone can live there, anyone can rent it out. And school might be starting actually. It's that time of the year. So we'll just go this way. You guys can see the direct neighborhood around the school. There's a house doing a remodel on the left side. There it is. All right, we're gonna turn left on Rosewood. We saw most of where this school is located. We're gonna get back onto the main street of Venice. Do one more loop around. So there we got Venice High School on the left side. So as you can see, 1 block away, the elementary school, the middle school, the high school is just on the left. It's a very extravagant looking high school. I'm sure they've filmed a lot of TV shows and movies there, but I don't know specifically any of them off the top of my head. But it's a large school, classrooms on the left. We're going to turn right onto Walgrove here. Look at that color Tesla. What do you guys think about that one? Very interesting. It's like a copper tone to it. I don't know. I think I like my blue a little bit better. Walgrove now. We are basically at the end of Mar Vista. We're at the border, the very western border. After this, you'll run into Venice, Marina del Rey. School crossing here. We are on the back side. You have a Venice church on the left, so that's how you know we're in Venice. Not everything's being called Mar Vista anymore. On the right is the school, Mark Twain Middle School. On this side, the elementary school is on the other end. And we're just gonna keep following the street all the way down. If we keep taking the street down, we'll actually run into the Penmar Golf Course, which is technically in Venice. It's a nice golf course, but they're also known for doing their Wine Wednesdays throughout the summer. Every Wednesday, a lot of younger people gather together on Wednesday with friends, have some wine, listen to live music. It's a great spot to enjoy the outdoors, bring your dog. And then also right next to that is the Santa Monica Airport, where we were a little bit earlier. But you have on the left another church. And there is another school on the right, Walgrove Elementary. Walgrove Elementary. Mar Vista, a lot of schools, a lot of homes. It's basically living in LA without being in the middle of a big city. We'll take a turn. Okay. Down Walgrove, we'll go up, loop around here. Show you guys a few more homes out here in Mar Vista. Back on a couple of curved roads. The hilly side of Mar Vista, see a couple more houses. Well guys, that was pretty much everything. Just trying something new with these driving tours. I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these in the future, cover every neighborhood in Los Angeles. Let me know what you wanna see a driving tour of in the future. Just testing it out, testing out the new cameras, the new mics, everything. They're gonna get better. This was just a short tour of Mar Vista, one of the smaller neighborhoods on the west side of Los Angeles, but still an incredible neighborhood. I get clients come and reach out to me every single day, asking questions about specific neighborhoods in Los Angeles. And I do hear a lot of people that are interested in Mar Vista. If that's you, if you want to learn more information about Mar Vista or a specific city in Los Angeles, my information is down in the description below, or I'll just pop it up on the screen right here for you guys. Also subscribe. I'm posting weekly videos, multiple videos a week of all things Los Angeles. I'm adding these driving tours to the weekly videos. I want to keep posting them. So as long as I can figure out the situation with all the camera equipment, it's coming along, guys. It's coming along. Stick around for a lot more informational videos on all things Los Angeles. If you want to learn more, if you want to see more streets in LA, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.